they basically were on their own. Like, the radio was not playing them. MTV, which obviously was big at the time, was not playing them. They had to do everything themselves, and they built their audience by just playing everywhere they could and just completely rocking the show as hard as they possibly could. And I think, and it's funny, before we started the podcast, we were talking about how insane it is that this band could be so big, but we all still feel so connected to them.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what it was.
Ah, yeah. The person-to-person connection.
Yeah.
And now, even though they're so huge on stage, they can still connect to you because people, like, times change, but people at the root don't really change.
Right.
They still have the same desires, especially when they're coming out to see a live show. They still have the same needs, so they can still connect to you, you know, and they could still, you know, become kind of corporate giants and rob you a little bit and take a lot of money from you. But you'll give them your money.
Damn right.
Because they seem like nice guys on top of the thrashing and the hardcore.
Yeah. But I just really think that's what it is because, again, like, they were not getting anything from anybody. Like, all they had was their people. So it's like, really, like, the only thing that they had was the metalheads that connected with them.
Yeah.
So when they're building up, nobody's backing them. Their label had no money.
Yeah.
The radio wasn't playing them. MTV wasn't playing them. The only thing that they had were these people coming out to their shows for years.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and they got to the point where they could basically pack stadiums before they even had a music video out.
Yeah, yeah. We're not giving you nothing, guys. And they're like, fuck you.
We don't need you.
We got the people.
That's right. And that's basically what happened. And, you know, it starts small, and then they just keep playing, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And, you know, imagine being one of those people at one of those shows. It's like, I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah. And I want to go into the band name, too, because it's like, it seems like such a simple name, but at the same time, it's the most amazing name. Right? You see the name, and they're like cylinders that kind of fire off in your brain. You're like, oh, I got to listen to Metallica. You know?
And even, it's like, you just hear the name, and you kind of know what it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of, it is really a perfect name.
It sounds like an entity, like a force, or like a huge robot. Like, or, you know what I'm saying? It
you
just
know
sounds
why?
like, why?
Because it is.
Exactly.
But it's true, though. I mean, the name really gets across everything. It's such a perfect name. It almost seems like it was just meant to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And because they're the pioneers for it, it couldn't go to another a more perfect band. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we started this. You know what I mean? So imagine if, you know, we called ourselves Rap Rockica. It would work.
We should, you know what we should call ourselves?
What?
Linkin Park. That would be a good name. We should change the name of the band from Side After Dark to Linkin Park. No one's ever taken that.
Listen, do not come in our comments and say that name is taken.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
It's really crazy how long they've been around and how people still feel such a connection to them. Like we were saying before, like they don't have like that they are a juggernaut.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, but they don't have that status that it seems like they're so big that you can't relate.
Right, like they're untouchable, or they're like better than you are and stuff. And they really care about the progression of music and how it goes, right? Because so we can get back into Napster.
Oh,
and talk about, they warned us, and they were like, people, this isn't good for you.
But I mean, what else do you say about Metallica? They're the fucking best.
They are. Like, you just, I mean, wow. Like, you just can't make this stuff up. They came up with Lars came up with a name. And it's just like, they are exactly what the band says that they are.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They are metal, and they are Metallica. You know what I mean? And whatever comes after, just like parents have children, metal has Metallica.
And I think that's another reason why it's so easy to still connect with them, because you know that's really them. Like, you do feel like you know them in a way. Like I don't feel like I know Mick Jagger.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to think, because there's only so many people you can compare it to, because there's only so many bands that have ever been that big.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like a personal connection to the Rolling Stones.
No.
They're so huge for so long. I appreciate the music.
Yeah.
But it's a different thing. With Metallica, it's like, I feel like I know these guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, and I think that has a lot to do with it too, is like, you just know that this is really what they're about. Like, they're not putting anything on. Like, they never, you know, they changed their sound a little bit, but they clearly were never chasing the trends of what was happening.
Correct.
They were setting the trends.
Exactly. I'm like, they are the trend.
Exactly.
Yeah.